Good evening, guys. Tony back again, Horror in Todge. Hope you're all well. Day 30 of 31 Days of Horror. We're one day away from Halloween. I'm nearly at the end of my challenge. It's late on a Saturday night. I've just been on a live stream. And I've just watched a film earlier. One I've watched before. It's a staple of mine around this sort of time. Film from the year I was born as well, 1984. So I watched Children of the Corn tonight, guys, for day 30. Stephen King adaptation. You probably all know this one. Directed by a guy called Fritz Kurisch. And then you've got stars Linda Hamilton and someone called John Franklin as well. And yeah, very 80s feel about it. Like I say, still got that nice Stephen King feel about this one. The start always gets me. It's a great start to this. Is like these kids go into this, I suppose it's a coffee shop in this small town in Gatlin, Nebraska. And they sort of slaughter all these adults, and that's always stuck with me from being a kid, that opening scene. And then you sort of taken to these two guys. They're sort of driving through Gatlin. These two lovers, Linda Hamilton and her boyfriend or fiance, and they're trying to get to a different location. And they end up travelling through Gatlin, and an accident happens on the road. Involving a kid, and they sort of go to this town of Gatlin and find out there's no adults in the town. So they're thinking, what's happening here? Then they're met by two kids, a brother and sister, who are they're sort of not with the other kids of the town, because someone called Isaac, and Malachi have sort of turned all the kids against the adults, and they're sort of making a satanic ritual in the cornfield, and they're sort of, I suppose they're celebrating a god called He Who Walks Behind the Rose, which is like this monster under the cornfield, which is a really cool aspect to this film. Great work from the book's amazing too, and the film is just always sticks in my mind. It's a fantastic film. That music, it's just great, that sort of 80s, you know what I mean when you've seen it. And yeah, it just tells a good story. It's got a good, as I always say about Stephen King, a good like start, middle and end. It's got sort of a good flow to it. And you got these guys, like I say, going around killing the adults, and you've got like one adult left who's like, he's a bit of a mechanic, so they need him sort of thing, and he's trying to get out there. But these some real good scenes with like the corn like actually speaks, so it sort of like move when people are running through it, like moves around them and actually kills people. It can like cut them and stuff, these cornfields. So it's like, at first, when I first watched it when I was younger, I was thinking the cult was just the kids that was actually, this one guy Isaac who was turning the kids against him, but it is actually a demon there. There is some possession there. And like I say, Isaac's just a mean, I don't know, son of a bitch, let's say. And Malachi, his right hand man, is brutal. Ginger hair, white face, tall, thin, carries a scythe or a sickle, and he's cutting people's throats. Lots of blood in this. The two brother and sister who don't get involved with the ritual, I suppose, or cult, they're trying to sort of work out a way to get away. Obviously, their parents aren't around. They're sort of on their own, and they're trying to play music because these guys have sort of chucked all the TVs and sort of communication stuff away. They've sort of gone back to old school. It feels really like almost 1900s, how they've gone back, but it's actually 1980 or something it was set in. So a really cool film. I've always liked the story. I haven't got much more to say about it because you'll have to watch it if you haven't watched it. I suppose everyone's watched Children of the Corn, but a great film. I give it an 8 out of 10, guys. It's a good story, some good bits of gore, and one of my favourites to watch around Halloween. So that's been day 30. Sorry it's been quick tonight, guys. Like I say, I've been struggling on time. These challenges are always quite difficult, but thanks for staying with me. I'll catch you tomorrow for the last one. I might have a bit of a surprise up my sleeve, so we'll have to see tomorrow. Catch you tomorrow for day 31.